Okay, what I like to point out is what I've not noticed in a while is cell phone interference sounds. That's a pretty international sound because I've heard it in other videos where someone's done a video with and their phone is putting out some sort of signal, or does it talk, or handshake, or what with the mast towers? I don't know. The only thing I've noticed is I've not noticed this interference signal because it used to often come over the, uh, the, the my cinema system. Just had to tell my cat Bear off because he's been a naughty kitty. I think he's getting affected by these G5 signals or whatever. Yeah, it's called a GSM interference. Anyway, it sounds like, so if I play a video here on YouTube. No, hang on. It's usually it makes the other sound, not that one. It makes that sort of yeah. It makes that, but I have not heard that now. I mean, I could put my phone pretty close to this equipment, and well, it's pretty near to this, and I've not heard any of that sound coming through. A friend I've just been speaking to, he says it's possible they've shifted the frequency, which makes sense. But it's curious what part of the audio electronics or such, what does it exactly interfere with? Does it interfere with resistors, capacitors? Is it semiconductors? I don't know exactly what part it's interfering with to cause that signal then to be audible or measurable if you was looking at it on an FFT or RTA, and you could see that the actual frequency, maybe not the actual frequency of the actual thing, the source, maybe the actual source signals, maybe a different frequency, and what gets heard on say like a TV, hi-fi, whatever, is shifted into another frequency, and we perceive it. I don't know. All I know is I've not heard it now for quite a while. This video here on YouTube is 2018. I might have heard it during 2019, particularly sometimes when going behind the rack with the phone, and I use the light on the phone, the LED light, so I can see what I'm doing. And I've got the equipment turned on, and suddenly I hear the noise. But I've not heard it now for quite a while, so it's most likely the frequency's been shifted. GSM. So GSM. So if I look up GSM interference, or hang on, let me GSM frequency. Oh, frequency bands. What's that? GSM. Oh right, so I got a video here on YouTube where someone's explaining. All I need to know is how and why it just interferes. I don't find it annoying. I just think because the thing is a device. It's like a radio. It's like a transmitter, the phone, and a receiver. So it's gonna put out some RF signal. Doesn't really bother me, but does when you got all this 5G and it can possibly mess your head up, and the radio signals like 5G I was looking up earlier can put out something like 10 kilowatt, or some things I'm reading like 30 kilowatt, and something per wavelength, 100 megahertz wavelength, or whatever. And a friend was translating that into saying that's like having 10 microwaves in 10, being surrounded by 10 microwave ovens cooking. Makes me feel unsettled, that does. It makes me feel unsettled. So, yeah, hang on. I'm reading something here on Google. Make signal ATM mobile phone. Blah blah blah. 2020 vinyl amps have massive gain, 60-70 dB, because the signal coming off a cartridge is tiny. Roughly the same level as a mobile phone. So I've got to click on the actual link and then read a little bit more, and then blah 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 blah. All right, so maybe the my equipment was susceptible to certain signal noises because of the signal noise ratio. But I don't hear it now, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, and as for radio strange signal noises, I hear a lot of that on the CB radio on the 10 meter, 11 meter band. Sounds that almost sound the same, like it's coming from the same source. And if I go up a few more channels or up the frequency bandwave, I stumble across something similar as well again, but the signal strength is different. Doesn't bother me. It's always those signal noises are always there. They're probably repeater stations or something. Doesn't bother me. So signal noises like this. It's a bit higher there. It's a bit similar-ish there. You go up a few channels and its signal strength is a bit high, as if the signal is ghosting, a harmonic ghosting on another channel and another channel. Oh, maybe it's making another sound there. Yeah. Anyway, turn it off. So, signal noises like that, you know. Surprisingly, the CB radio doesn't cause any interference with my home cinema. It used to, but that was when I had it, the radio, very early days when I was just bought it, and I had it testing, and I had an aerial antenna, just outside, and the signal was modulating over on the, I forget which part of it. It didn't come over the full range channels. I think I noticed it came over the sub bass channel. But it was very low signal interference. But I've not noticed that since, it because it's in a different room. I can't be in two places at the same time to see if whether or not any of this equipment, because it's, you know, because the radio, the CB radio, is on a different radio frequency, and all these mobile phones, or rather, sorry, all these TVs today and so forth, they don't seem to get interference. I don't know if they get interference if it was in close proximity using standard power, or using a linear amplifier to boost the output power, because something's got to give, you know, with an amount of RF signal output, unless they got filters in place and they can filter all this out. But, you know, TVs today are almost impervious to CB radio interference, like they were in the old, like they were when the days with CRTs were common, and you get a lot of interference pickup. Wavy picture, or the sound breaking over. Someone's watching TV soap opera, and then suddenly they can hear someone modulating out their speaker. Oh dear. Anyway, that's that on signal noise. That's all. I don't notice this GSM, and is it GSM? GSM. What does GSM? Hang on, let me just pause this and then. All right, so that's what GSM stands for, Global System for Mobile Communication. All right, I thought it was something like ground signal modulation or gigahertz signal modulation. All right, global. Right, that'll probably explain why I hear the same sound signature on someone doing a video, and they might be in Japan, and I hear the same signature, the same frequency noise signature. So maybe they shifted the frequency. Let me just pause this. All right, the GSM, it's on 850 megahertz and 1900 megahertz. So, okay. Okay, I see. Why do we not hear the interference buzzing from smartphones? Well, I'm using a smartphone. It's not that smart, you know. If it were, it'd be pretty dangerous. Yeah, your question, why do you not hear interference buzzing from smartphone anymore? The buzzing sound appeared with standard GSM phones, don't with CDMA. I'm just reading the Google main page. I'm just browsing the brief little bit to whet the appetite to click on the link, you know, down here. No, the link's up here. No, the link's there. No, actually, the link is in another dimension. Yeah, but the dates, years I'm seeing here is 2018, so it's going back a while. I'm just typing in random Google GSM frequency, don't hear the sound anymore, or have they changed GSM, have they changed the frequency? Yeah, so I'm just typing in blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm curious why we hear it, and is there a conspiracy? Does it have a dark, sinister to it? Is it aliens from the dark black side of the moon in the hollow, you know, the hollow moon? I don't know. I don't hear it anymore, and I don't think anyone else does. And frankly, I don't think anyone's asking that much of a question, apart from me and maybe a few others. Anyway, I don't notice anymore anyway. Peace.